You want to go without the blazer? You might go without the blazer, just to keep it consistent. Thank you. What's that? Welcome to Wayne State Fieldhouse, where tonight the Motor City Cruise set to play the back end of a back-to-back tonight here in Midtown. My name is Chad Bush, alongside Sam Stick Day. We welcome Stick into the broadcast. You saw Matt Derry last night. You'll see Sam Stick Day also in our mix, and we're glad to have you, partner. An exciting game. I know you watched last night from home, and you got a sense that the excitement level here in Detroit and in the Metro Detroit area. This team's going to get some support, some love. They sold it out last night. The Cruise did not win the ball game. 121-116, they fall. Stick, but it was an exciting game, and a statement was made that Cruise basketball is here to stay.
Yeah, and not only was that statement made here on the court, but it was made by the mayor of Detroit, making yesterday officially Motor City Cruise Day in Detroit. You saw Jalen Rose giving shout-outs to this team. And, really, when you think about a team like the Cruise blossoming in Detroit and being a part of the culture in the city, that's something that they really want to do. I think that if they can provide a winner for the city, because everybody's so struggling for that right now,
right,
you will get a massive audience.
Yeah, you will. And this is also one of the opportunities for kids to get showcased, and nothing greater than what happened this morning when the guy got the call up, Luka Garza got the call to the Bigs, and the Pistons said, hey, we need you. And so the Cruise's loss is the Pistons' gain. Mr. Garza is bye-bye for now. And that's part of the deal, right? Yeah,
with Kelly Olynyk being out 6 weeks, you needed another big man, so the natural fit is Luka Garza. And, at first the Pistons signed him to a two-way contract, so he was going to move up and down, but then the Pistons were like, all right, well, you know what, we want you full-time up here, but they're still able to send him up and down, and that's the beauty of the Cruise being so close in proximity to where the Pistons play and where they operate. I mean, you're seeing them interact. Like, it's no longer, all right, the Pistons are here and their G League team's over here. They are like this. They are interlocked at the hip almost, and that's something Troy Weaver has really stressed that he loves to do. He did it in Toronto, and you saw it pay off with guys like Fred VanVleet, and you saw Pascal Siakam grow through his system, and that's really something that they pride themselves on. So you're seeing the same system of basketball with your G League that you are with your professionals, and it produces results. We've already seen it.
And we'll talk to we'll talk to Rob Murphy, who is joined at the hip with Troy Weaver. They are on the same plan, as you mentioned, and it's clear to see that in both teams. So last night, 121-116, the Cruise fall. They even the record at 1-1. Meanwhile, the Herd improved to 2-0. In that game, what really stood out to you, partner?
Turnovers. I mean, when you have 22 turnovers, it's going to be tough to win any ball game. And also how the Herd was able to shoot threes. I mean, you mentioned it pregame when we were just discussing it. If you can make 15 threes at a 50% clip almost, you're going to pretty much win every ball game that you're playing. So, to me, the Cruise got out to a nice second quarter. They had a nice lead, and then they lost it throughout the game, but that was mostly due to turnovers. So if they can limit their turnovers tonight, kind of slow the game down, play a little bit of better defense on the perimeter, they're going to be in good shape.
Last night, the Herd get out of here. They were down 15, an impressive come-from-behind win. The guy that was a big part of that is Terry Larrier. He went for 20 points last night, was a plus 16. I know you liked him a lot. He's our player to watch tonight.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. And, good shooters shoot, and they keep on shooting. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does tonight. Obviously, he knocked down 3 3-pointers, 20 points, and he was one of those guys beyond the arc shooting 50%. So that's what you're going to see out of him. So make sure you get a hand up because, what does Mark Jackson say? Hand down, man down. And we don't want to see any of that tonight for the Herd.
You also got to leave your hand up for our player to watch for the Motor City Cruise. The big fella got things going last night from long range. Davidas Servidis introduced himself to the Motor City crowd.
Yeah, and if the name isn't fun enough to say, watching this guy play is even more fun. I mean, he started out, 4 for 4 right off the rip and was able to keep that shooting streak going at first. Kind of slowed down, but you're going to slow down when you're shooting 100%. That's just bound to happen. But a nice stroke from beyond the arc. Plays good defense. Long arms. Can get the tip backs on plays. But, rocking the 91, you like that. Last time, one of the Pistons championships is on his jersey, so you like his attitude. And just taking it to the lane strong. Nice lefty. You love to see him play.
You sure do. We got a great matchup in store for you. The Wisconsin Herder in the house. The Motor City Cruise trying to avoid the sweep to get themselves back to the winning side and to 2-1. We'll have the head coach coming up, DJ Baker, and his pregame chat just around the corner. We're getting set for tip-off from the Wayne State Fieldhouse. We're glad you're with us. We're back in a moment.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Welcome inside the Wayne State Fieldhouse as we get set for Game 2. It's a back-to-back. And, Coach, DJ Baker joins me now. 121-116, you guys fall in the opener. You're now 1-1. A lot of games left. I know you wanted that one last night. You guys came up a bit short. Your thoughts on the contest?
Yeah, you know, looking at the film last night and then again today, you know, the guys really fought and competed. You know, I felt good after the game that you hate to lose, but you feel good knowing that they left everything they had out there. I just think we got to, you know, we're playing hard. Now we got to play a little bit smarter. You know, we had 23 turnovers. They shot 48% from three. I think they had about 22 fast break points. So between the turnovers and them hitting a ton of threes and our turnovers led to easy baskets for them. Is if we just play a little bit simpler, a little bit more under control, but with the same competitiveness, then I feel confident for tonight.
You're able to put up 41 points in that second quarter, and like you mentioned, you forced turnovers too.
Yeah.
Maybe got a little loose yourself, as you said, but hey, look, it was part of your surge in the second quarter.
Yeah, no, it was we need more. That's when we're playing loose and free. We're playing in the open court. You know, we're getting to the rim. I thought we got some really good downhill attacks at the rim, which is a huge part of what we want to do. We got to the free throw line a little bit, so you know, ideally we can put that together for 4 quarters.
Tonight, Derek Walton remains out. He's going to sit tonight, as you told me off air. The other piece of that is that Luka Garza was promoted. The Detroit Pistons called him up tonight, or this morning rather. Talk about the movement of Garza and who fills that spot.
Yeah, so first of all, from a team perspective, we talk about the number one key to be a successful G League player is adaptability. And I think the same thing as a coach and a coaching staff as well is going to look different every night with two ways, with assignment players, with injuries. It's never going to look the same. So our approach in preparation is the same exact thing. But, you know, at that position, we feel really confident and comfortable with Jalen Johnson and with Diallo. You know, both of those guys have good experience. Both of them have great talent. And both of them can get done what we didn't get done. So I feel very confident in both of those guys.
JJ's also a local guy. He's from Ypsilanti. How important is that in the team and getting fans to support and get behind guys that are local?
It's fun. It's fun to see, you know, people out here that have seen some of these guys since, you know, grade school or high school to have that. And it's a special opportunity for them. It means something to them. It's not a random G League team that they're playing for. Like, they have a certain level of passion and enthusiasm for the team, for the franchise, for the city and community. So for that, you see them play with that level of that commitment and that desire and that intensity. So it's really cool to know that these guys were born and raised in this area. Really cool.
Your team showed that you can hang with the herd. You were up 15 last night.
Yep.
Holding on tonight, getting a win.
Yeah.
What's the adjustment tonight? What's the message?
I think they bring the same level of competitiveness, the same fight, the same energy. Let's take care of the ball a little bit better. Our commitment of defending needs to step up a little bit. Contesting their three-point shots. Again, they shot 48% from three. You know, you can't allow a team to do that. And if we cut back on some of our turnovers, we contest their shots better. It's a completely different game. So I think our guys are ready to go.
All the best tonight, Coach.
Thank you so much.
That's DJ Baker, the head coach from Crown Point, Indiana, getting his team ready for Game 3 against the Wisconsin Herd. Motor City Cruise ready to rev it up. We'll have the tip right after this.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Friday, everybody. My name is Chad Bush. Sam Stick Day on color commentary tonight. Your executive producer is Alex Westfall. Now then, the Crews 1-1 come into this, taking on the Wisconsin Herd. They're 2-0, looking to get clean here tonight and get out of here with a sweep. And they'll do it with the same 5 that they did last night in their 121-116 win over the Motor City Crews. Let's meet the starters for the road team tonight, the Wisconsin Herd, 2-0. And they are led by their head coach, Chason Allen, assisted by Dennis Cutts, John Little, and Jack Harum. Here's the starters. Trey Waters starts at the point guard spot, 20 points a game and 7.5 dimes for the point guard and the former Tiger from Louisiana State. At the other guard spot, it's Lindell Wigington. Wigington out of Iowa State, the Canadian, 12 points and 7.5 caroms per contest. Rajon Tucker at one of the forward spots, number 6 for this club out of Arkansas, Little Rock. He's their number 2 scorer, almost 19 points a game for Mr. Tucker. Terry Larrier at the forward spot, the player that we featured for the Herd in the pregame. He put up 20 last night, and Terry Larrier canned 3 triples in his 20-point effort, leading the Herd to victory. Rounding out that starting 5 is Wenyen Gabriel at the forward spot, the former Wildcat from Kentucky in the starting lineup for the Herd. 6'9", out of South Sudan, put up 14.5, 8.5 for the Herd. That's the starters for the Wisconsin Herd. Let's meet the starters for your home team, the Motor City Crews, who come in 1-1 under the head coach of DJ Baker, the former Detroit Piston 4-year assistant. And he now is assisted by Xavier Silas, the former NIU Husky, Brian Boyle, formerly of the Los Angeles Clippers organization. Jamal Benjamin, an assistant, and Detroit-based Marcus Stout, an assistant for the Motor City Crews. Saban Lee, the top scorer in this league, starts it off for the Crews. And another big night last night. He's put up 38 points per game so far for the former Commodore from Vanderbilt. Trayvon Palmer at one of the guard spots. And number 15, 6'6", 200 out of Chicago State, the former Bobcat, putting up 10 and 8. Jamarco Pickett, where's number 24, 6'9", 206, the former Hoya from Georgetown, almost 10 points per contest. Davidas Servidis, the guy who Stick said to watch out for, number 91 out of Lithuania, who knocked home 4 bangers last night. And this starting 5 is rounded out by the fresh face who was not in the lineup last night. The only face that wasn't, his name's Jalen Johnson. You'll get to know him quickly. Number 4 is out of Ypsilanti, Michigan, and the former Cardinal from Louisville. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. We're at the Wayne State Fieldhouse. Motor City Cruise basketball, game number 3, home game number 2. Stick, I know you're excited. What are your keys to victory?
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I mean, limiting the turnovers is massive for the Motor City Cruise after having 22 turnovers last night. Now, they did have 20 assists, so they were moving the ball around. They were getting other players involved, and I like that aggressiveness. It shows that they're passing, and sometimes passes lead to turnovers. So I don't want them to stop getting aggressive with the assists, but they definitely have to limit those turnovers if they want to stay in this game. And protecting the perimeter, that's something that the Motor City Cruise really has to do. I mean, they're allowing almost 50% from beyond the arc, 48.4 to be exact, and 15 three-pointers. You cannot give that up in a game.
Yep.
So they really need some perimeter defense and to slow down maybe the tempo a little bit and make sure that you're taking care of the ball, because that ball's valuable.
Sure is. The Herd on the year scoring 123 points a game, giving up 120. And we are just about set. By the way, happy Veterans Day. I know it was yesterday, and with a lot of the hoopla and the hype of opening night in our first game and broadcast, my apologies.
Yeah, they're doing military appreciation night today here with the Motor City Cruise and a bunch of military members. It's great to see them with their families getting pictures, that huge American flag that covered the floor while the beautiful national anthem was being sung. But yeah, Veterans Day should be every day. We should always honor the vets.
No doubt. Cruise coming out in the home whites, or excuse me, the home blues. The Herd come out in the road whites. A little bit opposite of the NBA. A lot of things and differences. Some things are similar, but the free throw thing we want to hit on. One free throw during the first 46 minutes of play. So just the last 2 minutes, you will see more than one free throw.
But that one free throw is worth more. It's not just one free throw. If it's a foul and a two-point shot, that one free throw is worth 2. If they're fouled while shooting a three-point shot, that one free throw is worth 3. So, I mean, it puts some extra pressure on the free throw, which I like, because hopefully by the time these guys get to the NBA, we stop seeing people shooting 30% from the line. That's one thing that always frustrates me about the NBA.
The Cruise do not hate shooting free throws. They're 86% on the year. Cruise win the tip, back to Johnson, and here we go. Saban Lee, the top scorer in this G League, has it high in the left. Dump down left elbow to Jalen Johnson in the starting lineup for Luka Garza, who got called up to the bigs this morning. Rejection down low by the big boy. And here come the Herd, and the man blocks it, and he gets rewarded. That's Wenyen Gabriel. And he's on the board, and so are the Herd. They lead it 2-0.
Yeah, nice showing at both ends of the court. Get the block, then hustle down. You love to see that out of your big men, running the court.
Dead spot left. Pickett for 3. Back iron, and an odd man rush the other way. Wigginton back. Layup no good by Larrier. Here come the Cruise. They dodge a bullet there.
That was good defense. He went straight up, not into the defender, altered the shot, and that's good defense. He was 3-on-1 and was able to get the stop. So good job by Pickett.
Lee with a basketball, 33 points to lead the club last night. Great look down low. Jalen Johnson can really dish a dime. Pickett gets the reward, but that was all JJ. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, you've already seen it on both ends of the court. Defense leading to offense. They make a good defensive play, you get the bucket on the other end.
Trey Waters, pull up 20-footer rims out. Here comes DeVitas. Pickett might have got knocked on the noggin. That headband gets readjusted. High on the right, Saban with a left-hand dribble. Rocks it right corner, pocket 3 short. And the hustle in the corners rewarded for the Cruise.
Even though they didn't convert on that shot, that was a nice breakdown by Saban Lee, getting into the lane, finding the open shooter on the perimeter. You just got to knock that down, and that's money all game long. So if that's going to be there for the Cruise tonight, I would explore that a lot more.
2 points for Waters. 2 points in the game for Pickett. That shot off the mark, and here comes the Herd down the avenue. Tucker laying good, and the foul.
What a strong take by Tucker. You could tell he is a built player, too. He got into the lane, took the hit right to the head, and was still strong enough to get it through. He had 20 points last game, and on his way there already if he can convert this and one.
You mentioned the build, and you see it there, and the strength to finish.
Is he related to P.J. Tucker? Because he's built like a P.J. Tucker.
It's a good question. I did not research that, full disclosure. Rebound by DeVitas. Here we go. 4-2, Herd on top. 10-13 left in the first quarter. Glad you're with us. We are the Prep. Motor City Cruise basketball, flagship. Bounce pass Savitas, short corner left, going to back it out with 7 on the clock. JJ left block. Backs down the smaller Rajon. Got him up in the air, puts it up, scores it in a foul.
And a little shimmy afterwards. You love that. Use your size, use that big body. When you got the small man on you, you must punish him on the block. That's what it should be all game long if they're going to put Tucker on you. But you watch it here. Just back him down, get your space. Don't overdo it because you may get Rick Mahorn to get the chair pulled out from underneath you. But look at that shimmy. You love that.
He showed that off a little bit last night. He's light on the feet. Don't let the size fool you. He's also light on the free throw. It's off the mark. 9:50 left in the first quarter. Glad you're with us for all from the Wayne State Fieldhouse, this pristine building. A nice partnership between the Crews, the city of Detroit, and Wayne State.
Yeah, if you like new car smell, you'll love the new construction smell. It smells so clean in here.
It does. Tucker looking for his team's first three, and the first three of the ball game that short. Here comes Saban Lee looking to crack the seal. He'll kick it to Pickett. Kick it right corner and score it. 3 ball from the hot corner, and the Crews take their first lead, 7-4.
And that's the second time this game Saban Lee has been able to break down his defender, get the help side to come down from the perimeter, and get a wide open shot. That time they knocked it down, and it's there for them. If they want to do that all game long, they can do it.
Waters is hacked on the wing. Claire Aubrey said so. And some changes for the Herd. Jason Allen, their head coach, sits Wigington down, and he also sits down Larrier. And Gilmore pops back in the lineup. And Jalen LeCue makes his appearance to the Motor City on this Friday night. Glad you're with us, and we're excited for Crews basketball all season long right here on the Prep. Rajon in front of DJ Baker. Cross-court pass picked off. Savitas with a lay-in.
Excellent vision to get in the passing lane and steal that ball, and then obviously to take it the whole way down. And that's the strength of the lefty. You love to see it. Take it up strong with the left hand, even though you got 3 guys coming at you.
Rajon using that body again, but he doesn't get it to roll. Johnson tries to roll it to Pickett on the run, but he's a little bit off cue. And the Crews have a turnover, and something that Stick said they need to be more mindful of tonight.
Yeah, and that was a clear unforced turnover. You didn't have anybody around you. It wasn't like you were getting pressured. He was trying to get the outlet pass to get the fast break started, but just threw it behind him. Those are the little things. Those are the turnovers you hate. You know, if it's a forced turnover, you're well defended, someone gets a finger on the ball, okay. But unforced like that is tough.
Block left, dunk through, and Gabriel's a problem early on.
And what a pass behind the back to get it to him. I mean, if you're showing off that, you're a little Harlem Globetrotter action, because we were talking about how we threw it away on that pass, but this guy's going behind the back, and it's right on the money for the dunk.
Doesn't seem fair, does it? Look at this pass.
Yeah, look at Waters behind the back, and that's the only way to get him the ball there. You can't pass the ball any other way if you want to make that pass.
He's a good one. John Calipari thought so too. Tough luck hop kicks out, and here comes Pickett and the Crews up by 3. 8:28 to go in the first quarter. Pickett with a show and go, attacks the 10 off the glass short, gets his own rebound, kicks it. DeVitas, right corner 3 short. No third chance.
Gabriel is a problem in the middle. He alters shots constantly. Even if he's not blocking them, he's altering them.
Rangy, isn't he?
Yeah, long arms.
And he's got a little muscle build to him. And Claire Aubrey doesn't like the clock situation. She wants to check it. The Crews are right now being led by number 24, Jamarco Pickett. He has 5 points and the lone triple in this game. 9-6 Crews, 8:09 left. Clock issue now. But it's just been such a great experience. I know it's only a game and half of a first quarter, but the operations here, and I mean, there were no clock issues really last night. It's just everything's run so smooth, and it's just been a pleasure thus far.
Everything's next level here. They're really, like we said, tied at the hip with the Pistons, so everything is on NBA level, even though it's the G League. They're right there with them on everything.
Lee, top of the key 3, rims around and through. A live and right roll for Saban, and he's introduced himself to the scoring column, and the Crews doubling up the Herd, 12-6. Waters into the lane. Left hand high off the glass, and he uses that body just the right way and creates that space. He gets his second bucket of the game. Lee fouled on the perimeter. He's got the ability, Stick, to score in so many different ways, and you could shoot it, show off that three that he just hit, and drive it. A dangerous man.
Yeah, well, you know, the 2 drives early, get your defender to back off you, because that's the last thing he wants is for you to drive by him again and get another assist on that dish. So he's playing back. You knock down the 3 in front of you. Now he doesn't know how to play it, and that's a good start. He's using what he's doing to his advantage the next time he goes down the court as well. So smart player, cerebral player. And when we were talking to Troy Weaver, Coach Casey, earlier in the season, he mentioned Saban Lee is like, he's ready to be with the Pistons, and he was talking about him in the Killian Hayes and all of those status. It's just, this is getting him some minutes. I don't know how many minutes he'd get if he was moved up right now.
Very deep is Detroit in Saban Lee's position, and that's why he's here, quite frankly. And he's making use of his time, isn't he?
Well, he's showing exactly what you should be showing if you're a player the quality of Saban Lee. You should be dominating the league.
Former second-round pick. Kick down low to Johnson from Pickett. He'll power up, blocked, and loose ball chased down by Johnson. The heave to try to beat the timer, but it's Tardy. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Crews by a deuce. We're back to Detroit in a moment. This is The Prep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
And go.
Welcome back to the home of the Motor City Cruise, Wayne State Fieldhouse. His name is Sam Stick Dave. My name is Chad Bush. Game number 3 on the year for this G League team, this new franchise called the Motor City Cruise. And so far, first quarter action, quick numbers for you. The Herd are 5 of 9 from the floor. They've got 2 buckets from Waters to lead the way. He has 4 points. Meanwhile, the Crews are led with Pickett's 5 points. He hit a triple and also had a deuce. And Saban Lee also with a 3-pointer for Motor City, who has shot 5 of 13 to start the game, 2 of 6 from downtown. Turnover a peak so far, just 1 turnover for the Crew, Stick.
Love that. Love to see that. Go along with 3 assists, too. So that 3-to-1 is a great ratio.
Yes, sir. Delorier is checked in. The former Dookie is on the floor. LeCue is also on the floor, and he makes a loud banger from way downtown. And the Herd have taken their lead, their first in a few moments. They lead 13-12.
It's almost like the battle of the better hair there between 15 and 0 on the outside.
Palmer. And Lee was looking for him. That one's kicked out of bounds. Ball out of bounds, baseline left for the Motor City Crews. This franchise will not play for 5 days. And their next contest is in the Windy City against the Bulls on the 17th. 8 o'clock start locally. We will not have coverage. In the G League, the home team has the broadcast. We do not travel. I understand if the Crews do advance to Vegas, You're flying us all out to Vegas.
It's on my dime? All right. I mean, it's Vegas. I'll take care of it.
Well,
Put it all on black, baby.
You've got the corporate jet, so I figured you'd be a good fit.
Take the Woodward jet.
Yeah. 13-12, Herd on top by 1. 6 minutes left in the first. Delorier sets the screen for Cunliffe, who was deadly from downtown last night, as he knocked home 4 threes and 6 tries. Fade away, short. Here come the Crews and Saban Lee.
That was a nice fadeaway. Just could not get the muscle behind it to get it up over the rim.
Crossover and kick out to Johnson with a reverse lay-in.
The Euro step to the house. Love to see it.
LeCue back the other way.
I was fully expecting a shimmy after that as well.
Step back 3, and he sinks his second in the battle of the hair, as Stick said. And he's chatting with Mr. Palmer on the way back.
You got to let them know when you drain it in their face. You got to.
Saban Lee's got his back. He's cut off in the mid-post. Back out to Johnson. The answer for Palmer, Splash City. Crews regained the lead 17-16. 5 minutes left in the first.
And that's the game within the game right now. Those two are going back and forth.
LeCue again. Here come the Crews. Up by 1. Davidas with a shake and bake. Down the boulevard, had it knocked out. Crews will keep it. And the Herd will make a couple of changes. They'll welcome Wigington back in, along with Larrier. And we'll see check into the game, pun intended, for the Crews. Jalen Johnson checks out.
And I'm wanting to watch Check play. You know, the guy was the 33rd overall pick. He's got tons of talent. You know, he was the MVP of the All-American game in high school, so he's got it. We just got to see him put it together.
Palmer again for 3. Why not? Splash City times 2 back-to-back trips. Crews with their largest lead of 4. Wigington into the lane. Palmer says, can you hit that? Wigington says, no, but I can, and the kickback 3 is through. 20-19, Crews up by 1. Three-pointer starting to heat up, partner.
Yeah, it looked like they adjusted the rim size from last night. It's a little bit bigger for everybody.
Pickett trying a 3. Rejected at the door by the bouncer. Here come the Herd. Wigington. He's trying to send the home crowd into a Friday night frenzy. That's a good living right roll that dips down, and that's a 3-stick. Herd up by 2, 22-20, 3:40 left.
A lot of points being scored in a short amount of time right now.
Saban Lee can score a lot of points
at any time.
At any time. Not there. Larrier with it. Larrier, left corner. Wigington with a 19-footer fresh.
And you love that type of game. You know, he's knocked down a couple three-pointers, and once again, you try to close out on them. And the mid-range game is the lost art of all of professional basketball right now, so you love to see guys step within that three-point line and knock down that mid-range shot.
Threes and layups, it's all the rage. Savitas, three-pointer, no. Friendly fire. Crews take advantage.
And that's actually a big possession right there. I mean, if they get that rebound and come down the court, hit another 3, the Crews are looking at a timeout and trying to get this together in the first quarter. But you get this possession back, you score either a 2 or a 3, and you're feeling good about yourself. You don't really have to call a timeout or panic.
We saw a lot of lead changes last night. There were 18 of them. Crews got up as big as 15 in the second quarter. Little give and go. Check lays it up and in, and the bucket and the foul.
Are they calling goaltending on that?
I thought they did. I thought they should. Let's see. I'm not sure. We'll get clarification when we come back.
I think Coach Baker's trying to get clarification as well. Let's take a look at this on the replay.
Yeah, let's not go anywhere.
Ooh, it looked close to being over the cylinder.
Tough call. Coach Baker has an argument. We'll have the decision when we come back. You're watching G League basketball on the Prep.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team. Plus, one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. Crews down by 4, hurt up 24-20, trying to get a sweep. 2:28 left in the first quarter. A lot of G League basketball left. 25-game home season and broadcast season for us. This is number 2. It's number 1 for you. Glad to have you back in the booth. We're in a different vantage point tonight.
Yeah, you guys got kicked out of courtside day 1. What's going on?
Well, you know Matt Derry and his shenanigans. No, this is really a win for everybody. What a vantage point we have up here on this perch.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And we love it. So we're happy to move here and put us right here in a prime spot. Maybe we'll call it the prep perch.
There you go. So that one free throw was worth 2 points for everybody that's watching right now. It's a little bit different free throws here in the G League. If you're ever fouled on a 2-point shot, you shoot your free throw, but it's worth 2 points. If you're fouled on a 3-point shot, you shoot your free throw, it's worth 3 points. So a little bit different if you were wondering why the score changed by 2.
Wigington for 3. I'm glad you straightened the folks out because I'm still a little bit hazy.
And Wigington is feeling it right now, man. He cannot be stopped. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a half-court shot from him for the heat check.
Averaging a dozen a game. And we've got some movement down low and an offensive foul. It's going to go on check. 3-second violation, rather, pardon me.
Well, they got to get checked the ball when he's got Wigington on his back like that. I mean, that's why he was posted up in the lane. When you got a guy that's that much shorter than you in the paint, get that big man the ball. Even if you got to lob it down there, just do it.
21, Chandre Jones checks into the Crews lineup. 6-foot guard out of Richmond. 3.5 points a game. 2:10 to go in the first. Tucker on the right wing, working against Tark, who's checked in, and he reverses and scores. Tark got hit on the noggin, and he's shaking out the cobweb stick. DJ Baker might have to go get him.
Yeah, he definitely took
but he waits for Saban Lee to sink a triple.
Someone's got to get a foul here, though.
And Tark is still holding himself, and finally recognized by the referee.
Well, Tark took that hard elbow to the face by Tucker, and then Tucker was able to bully his way to the rim for a reverse layup. Tucker is a big physical player. He's not tall. He's a big physical player, though.
Sure is.
Wouldn't be surprised if he got a little bloody nose or a cut lip. That was a tough elbow.
I wonder if we can get a look at that. Tark is going to get some attention from the medical staff. Seth Ellenson over to take a look. And the medical staff for the Crews. We'll have an update for that hopefully shortly. Fish, our sideline reporter, will be on that. Larrier with it, dead spot right. Working against Palmer, his step back is too strong. The rebound is also strong. Here comes Saban Lee. Pickett rocks it into the lane, rolls it up, draws the foul. He'll shoot a couple, or one rather, with a chance to make a couple.
1 for 2. Right. It's 1 for 2.
The opposite of what Mr. Ernie Harwell used to say.
Oh, they're calling a jump ball on that. They did not call a foul. Who you got in this jump ball?
Oh, our guy, Pickett.
Yeah.
Oh, quick off his feet.
It's like pogo sticks for legs, too, man.
Uh-huh. Lee against Gabriel. Nice little up and under that schooled him. Saban Lee with a slippery move, and the Crews have cut it to 2.
Great move by Lee. I don't know why Gabriel jumped and fell for it. All he had to do was stand there and put those tree arms up.
Yeah, you'd think logic there would say, stay down. 6'2's not going to beat you. Oh, how about that? Check with a stuff. And Larrier. Up to Pickett for 3, no, and a whistle down low, and an off-the-ball foul. It's going to go on Motor City.
That's kind of a weak call right there.
Is that a makeup?
I don't know if it's a makeup, but we deserve one after that, that's for sure. What a block by
Is that Pickett
Check.
or was that Check?
It was Check coming over to get the block.
Okay.
And then on the other end gets the offensive foul. But really, I mean, a little bit of a hand to the back, but not enough for that guy to fall down like he did. Tucker's a big boy. It took a lot more than a little shove to the back to put him down.
Right. Rajon Tucker out of Arkansas, Little Rock, sinks the free throw. That's worth 2. He was traded to the Cavaliers back in 2021, and then was waived by the Cavs now on the 27th and the 28th. So he's been around a bit. Got some aggressive play out there. Tucker and Lee, and what do we have here?
It's looking like a foul on Lee. He was diving after the ball. Once again, I'm not sure if that ball's anybody's ball. So he went and get it, and then a little bit of contact.
So we're in the final seconds of the first quarter. Crews down by 4, and Tucker back to the line. Tucker is looking for his 6th point of the night, and he got it. 33-27, largest lead of the game for the Herd. 10-second differential on the shot clock from the game clock. Check on the wing. Pickett. Down the mid post, can't get it. Check Diallo, banker, good.
Diallo. I like Pickett driving there. I mean, he had a nice layup, an easy one if he could have made it. But, you know, check Diallo, your teammates there to clean up the mess, and it's perfect for the Crews. But really, Pickett's played in a pretty good first quarter on both ends.
He's taller than 6'9", it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Long arms, laying good with Wigington. 1 second left, fire at the buzzer by Palmer, and he beats it. Splash City for Palmer to end the first. And the Crews have cut it to 3. What awareness from the rookie. Let's take another look at that.
Well, it all starts with the inbound pass, too. That outlet really got him in rhythm and momentum. I'm glad they looked up instead of just, you know, taking the ball in and dribbling it until the end of the quarter. But that outlet pass was great. Caught him in rhythm. He was able to pull up and nail the 3 right before the end of the first quarter. Big shot, too. I mean, going in down 3 to the second quarter is a lot better than going down 6.
No doubt. We head to the second quarter. Come on back. Crews making a run. 35-32. Herd. This is the Prep. All right, we're just not wanting to go to a break. We don't want to leave you folks. We don't want anything to happen. So no break there with the review.
You were mentioning the schedule, Chad, and how they do back-to-back games. I like that. I'd like them to do 3 games in a row and do mini-series. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Kind of like for the MLB, how they do it.
Well,
that'd be cool for the G League.
You missed it. Sharif Abdul-Rahim was here yesterday. You could have suggested that.
Oh, nice steal.
You can still write him a memo. Lead the other way. Two-handed hammers down. 35-34. The Crews within one.
Quick hands on the defensive end. He was able to pick his pocket and run the entire court. Great steal by Saban Lee.
Yep, he's got that awareness. Tucker slipped, no travel called, and somehow he lays it in under so much control, Stick. He just seems to have his gears and paces.
Well, he's so strong. He's going to get to his spot. Trying to get that in front of him and trying to push him off where he wants to go is almost impossible.
Savitas, tray ball, no good.
Yeah, look for Savitas to find his shot eventually, because when he does, it is almost always on.
Trey drips it in. Another guy that can use his size well. You got two guards like that can drive the basketball. That's what'll keep you up at night. That's what DJ Baker said. Actually have that three guards that can drive the ball like that. Turnover, Crews. Turnovers for the Crews tonight. That's number 5, as the number has gone the other way since the last time we chatted, partner.
Yeah, it was 1 about halfway through the first quarter, and through another quarter, we're already up to 5. So hopefully they don't continue that trend, because that's what got them into a lot of trouble last night.
Rajon on the wing. Trip, fell, kept his footing, of course. LeCue in the corner. 6 in the timer. Rise and fire, Tucker. Here comes Diallo. Saban into traffic, and somehow out of 3 fellas manages to draw a jump ball.
This is not the matchup Saban Lee wants for the jump ball, though. Of all the guys on the herd.
Yep, he can. He's your tallest guy, and he can jump the highest, I believe, as well, Mr. Gabriel.
I'd be shocked if he even jumped. All he has to do is put his arms up.
Now, I'll tell you what. Last night, and I know you didn't cover the game, Saban Lee blocked Gabriel.
Oh!
There you go.
Wow. That can't happen if you're Gabriel. That just cannot happen.
Lee for 3. Splash City. Wins the jump ball, shoots a 3, sells popcorn. Chason Allen seen enough. He wants timeout in Detroit. We'll take it with him. Crews are coming. They're down just a deuce. We're back in a moment.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Double duty, right? I think.
Yeah, he's right out there by the scoreboard. Oh, yeah.
Glad to have you back. Crews making a run there, Stick, at the end of the last timeout.
Yeah, a couple big defensive plays that have led to offense, and then a big jump ball win by Saban Lee, and then he knocks down a 3. That's a huge swing.
37 points for the Crews with 10:10 to go. They're down 2. And a back-and-forth battle that's seen 7 lead changes. Wigington into the paint. Baker no good. Diallo with a big boy rebound.
He is playing big on those rebounds. When he gets them, he can clear out the lane. And look how thick he is.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Servetus into the paint, and he got busted for a push-off. And Claire Aubrey said so. So we'll go back the other way. What'd you think of that?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
You said it all.
Yeah.
Wigington across the UAW sign at midcourt. Proud sponsors of Motor City Cruise basketball. Tucker, dead spot left around a screen. Rise and fire 18-footers long. And here come Palmer and the Cruise. Servetus trying to get loose from downtown. Does not have one yet. According to my records, Tark is back in there for the Cruise. He gets blocked, but the good news is he's healthy.
See, I want to see Diallo be selfish on that last possession. He had the smaller guy Tucker on him, and he elected to pass the ball to the cutter, which is fine. You can do that. But when you got that little guy on your hip, you got to use your size to your advantage. He's so big. He needs to take his man down.
Yeah, and that's a part of his game that's really been refining over the last couple seasons, and he's developed that 5 to 10 footer. That soft touch. Wigington high on the right around a screen. Give it go with Gilmore, who found it somehow. Reverser no good from Delaurier. Check on the run. Down the board with a hammer. He says, where's the and one? Where's the crowd? They're on their feet. 8:51 to go. The Cruise have tied it at 39.
Man, we're going to have to switch him to point guard. He's doing everything, rebounding it, pushing the entire floor, and if you're not going to stop the big man, you're going to field the big man, and that's just what happened.
Big check into the boards, and a lay-in from who else? Guy that's been a handful all series long, Ray-John Tucker. Hurt up by 1, 8:27 to go. Jones on the dribble drive, rocks it back to Diallo. Kick out, Tark. Palmer, floater, mid-post, right, no check, keeps it alive, but Delaurier wins the battle. Wigington, cross court, Gilmore, hot potato pass, dead spot right, Tucker, got it.
Man, Tucker is a tough cover. Not only can he take it to the rim, the only time they've really had success at stopping him is trying to hold him up to those mid-range jumpers. So you got to push him off the line, but you can't let him get to the rim either.
You're right. Wholesale changes coming for the Herd. Meanwhile, Palmer wastes no time. He goes right corner. 4-3, count it through. Chandre Jones for 3, and his first points of the night. Cruise have cut it to 2, 44-42, Milwaukee.
Yeah, these teams, last night was a close game. This is another close game through, a quarter and a half. They're pretty well matched up.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let me finish my sentence. Boy, I hope we don't do that much more in this series. The series is running out. Tucker, 3 at the buzzer, short, shot clock violation, and what a defensive set for the Cruise stick.
That's what you need to see. Team defense moving. Whenever they move the ball, you got to close out. And, Tucker, he's been on fire, but 3 steps behind the three-point line. It seems to be his weakness. So let's keep pushing him towards half court. Maybe that'll stop Tucker.
No doubt. So, Cruise looking to take the lead or tie it. Johnson covered up, covering up Jones. DeVitas down the boulevard, left-hand looper, might have been blocked. LeCue with the rebound.
Yeah, I thought he had a nice shot if he pulled up at the free throw line there.
Can't leave him open, we've learned that. Cunliffe triples, and the Herd go up by 5. Savitas loses his defender, gives it up. Johnson to Pickett with a show and go. Down the avenue, hook pass down to Johnson with a lay-in.
Great team offense there. I mean, at least 3 or 4 people touch the ball and you get the cutter on the pass. Great team offense.
Near still Pickett. Jones dips it down and the dunk is through by Delaurier. Sneaking behind the defense is Mr. Tark, and he topples one through the tin.
Hey, what's good for the Herd is good for the Cruise. You dunk on them, they're going to dunk on you.
Got him back.
Yeah, that was just a defensive lapse. Nobody picked him up coming down the court, and he was just able to be wide open under the basket.
Cruise within a possession halfway through the second quarter. Pass behind the back. Wigington, pocket 3, got it.
Good Lord. Another pass behind the back and a drain 3.
Crafty. Jones down the avenue. That's too strong. Hurd on the run. Jones to Cunliffe. No good. Jones, alley-oop, Tark laying good. And the foul.
Yeah, you love to see this high-paced back and forth offense, but that's what it's going to lead to. Eventually, when somebody misses on one end, you got someone kind of lagging behind. Now it's a wide-open layup for him on the other end. But good read by the Crews. Nice pass. Would have been a little bit higher.
That was kind of one of those in-between plays. Lindell Wigington wishes he just kind of held back 1/2 second.
Yep.
He wasn't trying to get too many. Oh, too late. I might as well hold you.
But it's good to see Tark back in the game after taking that rough elbow. So he bounced back rather quickly. And now he gets to shoot 1 free throw for 2.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Stick.
Oh, you're fine.
Davidas Servidis will check out for the Motor City Crews. Back into the lineup. Comes Pickett. Free throw's good. Crews have cut it to 1 possession. 52-49. This game has now seen over 100 points with 5:14 to go until halftime. Wigington to the lane, had it blocked, and an eye to the face of Jones. He's down. Another Crews player down.
And he looks like he's in pain. He is kicking the ground. Rolled over in agony. That is tough.
I thought he might have got hit in the eye after the rejection. I'll try to get a look here, but
those pokes to the eyes, too. Those are not fun. You ever had that happen while you were playing?
A lot of pickup basketball, poke in the eyes,
Yeah.
but I didn't play enough in basketball in a game to get poked in the eye.
Oof, man.
Look at this replay, Stick. We'll try to see if there was anything. We'll get to it. 5:02 left. It's good to see Jones up.
Here's a nice look. Yeah, it looks like
follow through. Got him in the eye.
Yep. Oh, man. That's tough.
Yep, that one hurts.
They're doing the sobriety test on him now to make sure his eye can follow.
Yep. So we are back on air after this. On the 27th, the Wolves are in the house. The Iowa Wolves. And so that is our next broadcast. That's on the 27th. So we got a couple weeks off before we're back at it. But we're proud to bring you Crews basketball all season long. We want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Woodbridge. Woodbridge Bar and Grill just across the street, our new food sponsor. And we're proud to be partnered with them. They delivered us some delicious food. And Stick, I mean, the variety, they're open late. Woodbridge Pub, located at 5169 Trumbull Avenue, just across the street here. It's a great post-game spot. They're open late. Their food is amazing. What did you have tonight?
I had the Caesar salad, and I like Caesar salads. It was one of the best.
Wait a minute. You're lying to me. You didn't just have a Caesar salad.
I had
what else?
Salmon on it because I'm bougie. And it was delicious.
You didn't want to sound too bougie with that. You weren't proud of that salmon?
I'm proud of that
Wait
salmon.
a minute. I called them back for salmon. You better be proud of that salmon.
It was delicious.
Right corner Pickett with it. Left-hand drive into the paint. Kicks out to Palmer. Palmer with one on the timer, had it stripped. And that's not the guy they wanted leading it the other way. Delaurier turns it over.
That was like watching someone fall in slow motion. It's just you knew he was going to dribble the ball off his foot or dribble it out of bounds at some point. But once he crossed that half-court line, he was not stopping.
How about the numbers shooting tonight? Impressive both ways. 58% from the floor is the Herd. 51.5% for the Motor City Crews. Both teams from downtown, lights out. 64%, 9 of 14 for the Herd. 8 of 16 for the Crews. The long balls have been luscious tonight. We got an offensive foul here, though.
Yeah, Yeah, 64% is obscene, though, from three-point land. So, and we talked about that in the pregame. You have to limit the herd on their shooting. Last game they were at almost 50% at 48, and we thought that was a little high. Now you're looking at 64, so you still need to work on your perimeter defense and closing out. But it's tough on guys when you have guys like Tucker who can also drive it in the lane and take those points too. So I get the dilemma that's going on right now, but you really, really got to focus on defending the perimeter.
That's right. Trey Waters with it. Waters in this game has been a little bit more quiet than last night, just 6 points. Last night he was the high scorer in the game with 24. In fact, how about 4 players with 20-plus points for the herd?
Yeah, pretty balanced scoring for the herd last night. And when you're looking at the other side, we had, Saban Lee with 33 and a couple guys with 20 points. But other than that, only a couple in double digits.
Turnover here. Johnson from Lee, reverser off the glass, no, but Lee gets it back. Shot clock at 15. Lee will fire a 3, no. Offensive rebound, Palmer stick back, no, but a foul and a shot here. A chance to get a couple points and cut down on this 6-point deficit.
Yeah, you like that effort, playing with the big men down low, able to get the rebound, get it back up there, get the foul, and get to the line, and a chance for 2 points.
Free throw shooting tonight for the Crews continues to be solid. They're 2 of 3. Misses it there. Herd have knocked home 5 triples in the first, 4 in the second. That's been the difference in the game. Lay in here, banker good, that's Cunliffe, the former ace out of Evansville. And the lead now has grown to its largest for the herd. They're up 8.
Yeah, you'd like to see Saban Lee kind of take over the game right now just to keep the Crews in it, whether it's driving the lane or getting an assist. You want to see him. But Pickett's got the smaller man on him. Take it.
He does, but he doesn't have leverage. That's won by Waters, but the bucket is gained by Palmer. Leak out ahead, Gabriel, and that's just not fair.
A little too easy.
Yeah. 3 minutes till halftime. We'll talk to the president and general manager of the Crews, Rob Murphy, at halftime. Always good to catch up with Rob, who's run this organization so well in its infancy. Lay-in's good, and the foul, did they count that thing? They did. Herd by 10, their largest lead on the LeCue lay-in from the left side. What happened here?
He was just able to get it into the lane, and poor defense. He got 4 Crews members close to the rim, but nobody really contesting the shot. But the Crews, they got to be careful right now. It was just 4 points a couple seconds ago. Now all of a sudden it's 10, and you got a chance here to push it to 11 right before the half.
6'4" LeCue out of Brewster Academy, a guy that was signed to training camp with the Bucks this past year. Also was a part of a trade to the Indiana Pacers via OKC. Johnson, right point, no good. Rebound, Saban Lee, up and under again. You betcha. 62-53, Crews inching their way back with 2.5 to go until halftime.
That was great offense on that possession. I mean, I think everybody touched it. They were passing it back and forth. Missed the big shot, but Saban Lee able to get the rebound and get it up in. That was great offense.
Tucker, 3 off the mark. So starting to come back to life on 3-pointers.
That's the law of averages, right? It's got to even out at some point. They can't shoot 64% forever.
That's right. You would think.
You'd hope.
Rise, Pickett, 18-footer, drops it down.
I like Pickett's game.
Yeah, long, tough to get a hand in that kid's face.
Well, and he's shown he can shoot it from the outside. He can take it to the rim, and he just showed a nice little mid-range jumper. Plus, he plays good defense down low, so he's a good player.
Bucket by Waters. He is a two-way player. Scored the first points in Crews history when he knocked down that 3-pointer last Saturday night in the Crews' opening season win, 140-117 over the Cleveland Charge in the Wolstein Center. Pickett, another show and going, another 20-footer. It's short. Herd by 9. Athletic play by Tark, the former Coppin State kid out of Baltimore. Back to Lee, dead spot left, 4-3 short. Fouled his shot and couldn't get the ball.
It's a tough shot right there. You needed that to go down. That would have been great to pull back within 6.
LeCue, a lot of space, takes advantage and knocks it home. Another triple, and the Herd have their largest lead of a dozen with under a minute to go.
And I'm pretty sure everybody on the Herd just has the green light. Like they can just pull up and shoot whenever.
Saban Lee says, I can do that too, and he steps into a soft triple and bangs it in.
Saban's got to be the guy to get them back in this game.
Yep. Big night last night, 33. 10 on the shot clock, 36 in the game clock. Larrier pops out. He's had a rough night. We featured him and jinxed him. No buckets, no points yet. 25 in the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. 8-second differential. Lee around a screen. They leave him too much space. That's a problem, and that's a three. Splash City. Crews have cut it to 6.
And after the shot, he kind of turned around like, I can't believe they left me wide open like that. Like, of all the guys, look at it. He's telling him. He's like, what are you doing?
You should know better. You covered me last night, Tucker.
All right, don't leave me. Of all people, me.
You can't go. All the plants are going to die. At the buzzer for 3, LeCue, no. Tark with a rebound. And that's how the first half ends. A little bit of a run by the Crews to make this thing feel a little bit better.
Yeah, you don't want to go in down double digits into halftime, and Saban Lee did exactly what we said Saban Lee should do within that last couple minutes of the first half. He knocked down 2 big three-pointers. He was able to make some nice defensive plays, and that's what you need out of your star. And when you're down like this, he's got to take over the game, maybe put in I'm not saying he's not putting in effort, but maybe put in a little more of his stamp on the game.
No doubt. We'll take a timeout. The general manager and the president of the Motor City Crews is coming up next. His name's Rob Murphy. This is the Prep, the home of Motor City Crews basketball.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Welcome back to Midtown Detroit. And we're at halftime, and the Herd on top 67-61. My guest is the president and the general manager of the Motor City Crews, Mr. Rob Murphy. And Murph, it feels odd not talking to you before a game or after a game as a head coach. You've made the adjustment from head coach in Division I basketball, where you had a ton of success at Eastern Michigan, at Syracuse before that under Jim Boeheim for 7 years. You're now in the role of general manager and president of this organization. First of all, congratulations. Second of all, how's it been so far for you?
Thanks, Chad. It's been like a whirlwind for me. obviously getting this great opportunity awarded to me by Troy Weaver and Aaron Tellum in particular, believing in me that I can come in and lead a franchise and get it up off the ground is a true blessing. I'm extremely thankful. A lot of the job that I'm doing now kind of mirrors when you talk about basketball, building out a team. I've been fortunate enough to work for both groups, being the Pistons and the Motor City Crews, and learning a lot from Troy Weaver and our staff with the Pistons and building out my Motor City Crews staff. It's been great. Business and basketball is something I never combined and did, but a lot of the duties that I've had over a lifetime of coaching, when it comes to recruiting, you're selling, when it comes to talking to donors and local partners in the community that support the athletic programs. I brought that here on the business side. And all those experiences, Chad, put me in position to do this dual role as president and GM. I'm excited about it. I'm excited that it's all come together, and we were able to have opening night last night, which was a huge success.
Huge success. It went smooth. A sold-out crowd. The fans got into it. I know there was a loss, but Rob, I mean, this is a statement made that Motor City Crews basketball, the community certainly showing that they're going to embrace this thing. You've had that sense early on, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Since the day I took the job, obviously being, local here, being a native of Detroit, born and raised, and spent a lot of time here just through my adolescent years and then after graduating of college, becoming an educator in the Detroit public school system where I was there for 6 years, and even coming back to Eastern, being close to home and now being actually back at home. I have a lot of support here. I have a lot of interest in Motor City Crews. And it started, when I got here with our partners, whether it was UAW, meeting with President Roy Gamble at the time, longtime friend Will Smith of Duo Restaurant, Terry Payne at They Say, and Elite Education with Maurice Evans, and obviously Henry Ford Health Systems is kind of the lifeline and helped us build our practice facility, but they also helped us, support us here with the Motor City Crews as well. So we got a lot of partners involved. So that was the first line of business. The partnership with Wayne State is huge. President Wilson and Rob Fournier are unbelievable, with the meeting of the minds with Aaron Tellum and Josh Bartlestein and Rich Haddad. And again, can't thank our owner, Tom Gores, enough for allowing us to bring a G League team here to Detroit.
Now, let's talk about this team. There's a lot to talk about. You've got some stars, and you've got what I consider the big three, and what we saw last night in Saban Lee and Walton and Garza, and some of those guys have moved, and especially Garza today. What's it been like observing as a president general manager over a team instead of coaching them?
Yeah, well, for me, Chad, I'm always a coach at heart. Me and Coach Baker spend a lot of time on the phone talking. He's picking my brain, and I'm here to support him. But more importantly, Motor City Crews is in place to make sure our players develop. Sometimes it's not about the wins and losses. I mean, obviously, as a coach, you want to win every game. Me as a general manager and the president, I want to win every game. But the most important thing yesterday, as big as opening night was, Luka played extremely well. Saban Lee was incredible. And that's what they're here for, to continue to develop. So when they're called up, they'll be freshly ready to contribute at the NBA level. I love our team. Right now we have some injuries. Obviously, we talked about Luka. We're talking about Saban Lee's performance, and Jamarco Pickett is playing better tonight. But Derek Walton will be a huge part of what we do moving forward. Jared Cunningham is out tonight. Cassius Stanley is out tonight. Isaiah Livers, who's an assignment guy, is out tonight. And Chris Smith, who's our two-way player out of UCLA, is out. So we're really short-handed to start the season, and we understand that. To be competing with a team with you look at the Wisconsin Herd, and those guys have 4 guys that have spent significant time in the NBA, and they're much older. We're playing with a lot of young guys and a bunch of rookies. And to see us compete and have an opportunity to win these games is really refreshing. And it makes me feel good knowing that our top core players are out right now. We're still competing and put ourselves in a position to go down the stretch and win games.
I'd like to know a little bit about the Dwayne Casey way, the Troy Weaver way, and the Rob Murphy way, and just sort of how all those things have meshed, and you see it on the court with the Motor City Crews. What does that mean to you, sort of patterning yourself and your organization with that organization and keeping it cohesive?
Well, first and foremost, it's exciting to come to work every day because you're supported and you're working with really, really good people. From the top on down, Aaron Tellum, Josh Bartlestein, Mike Zavosky, Dwayne Casey, Troy Weaver, George David. all of our leadership team and our leadership group, all the way down to the MCC team, we're all one, we're all together, we're all cohesive. So it feels good and come in and you know you're building something with really good people. One thing about when we're evaluating players, you know, Troy Weaver always said you can miss on the player, but you can't miss on the person. So we want to continue to just build our franchise out, whether you're working or whether you're a roster player, a G League player, an affiliate player, a two-way player, whatever you are, we want to make sure we have good people around us, high-character people, and continue to grow both franchises. When you're going through a restoration process, sometimes you don't see the progress if you don't see it on the scoreboard when you're looking at it from afar. But we see progress within the franchise every single day. We see growth, and we're continuing to work with these guys. We wrap our arms around them through wins or losses to make sure that they understand and know that we're here for them. And the biggest picture is continue to just get better here with the Motor City Cruise. And obviously, we want to continue to grow with the Pistons organization.
You hired DJ Baker to run your team, and it was a decision that wasn't taken lightly. I mean, this was something that was well thought of and orchestrated. What is it about DJ Baker that you love?
Yeah, well, we continue to scour the country as we were talking to candidates, and DJ Baker continued to stand out. He's been with Coach Casey for the last 6 years. The terminology and the synergy from one franchise to the next, meaning the Pistons and Motor City Cruise, we wanted it to be streamlined where the communication was really solid. We wanted the same system in place. And who would be a better fit than a person who has been with Coach Casey for 6 years?
Sure.
So when these guys go back and forth, whether it was last night when Luka Garza playing here and playing in Cleveland tonight, the terminology won't change. The system won't change. Offensively and defensively, it's the same principles. So we're growing it together, and that's the beauty of having a guy with the experience DJ has. He's a great teacher. He's a great communicator. And he works extremely hard, and he cares. He coaches with a passion. He wants to develop the guys, but he also wants to win the game. So it's great just working with him and talking with him, and he picking my brain, you know, on a daily basis about some things that was a challenge for me or some things that were successful for me as a head coach and how you handle certain things. And obviously, I wasn't at this level, but I give advice, you know, as best I can. I've learned a lot in the last 7 months for just being around the organization, you know, being around Troy, traveling with the team, being around Coach Casey and his staff. And just having the experience, too, of putting the Summer League team together, which I thought competed in Las Vegas, and then to come back and go through a G League draft and a free agency process and be able to put this team on the floor is great. To be able to hire a coach is great. I think we have some great things in place. We're a new franchise, and, you know, we're just going to continue to grow it. It's baby steps. But to see this building open, Chad, to be honest with you, is really exciting. When I came here, it was dirt. The walls weren't up, no stands were in, no baskets were around.
Wow.
So to see it come together in 6 months and to us to have an incredible sold-out opening night yesterday was truly a blessing and something I'm very proud of and excited about.
Kudos to you. Kudos to your staff. They're awesome to work with. You are as well. Thank you for the opportunity for the prep to cover your team all season long. It's a pleasure and honor. And thanks for having us around, Murph.
Oh, Chad, I'm happy you're here. Obviously, you know, we had a 10-year run at Eastern together, and you've always done a phenomenal job. So for you to go off and do your own thing, and the second I got this job, I knew when something came up, whatever I could do to make you a part of this franchise, I was going to do. So I'm excited that you believed in us and given us this opportunity, because we're fortunate to have this partnership with you as well. You do a tremendous job. Your company is great. The people you have working with you is great, so we're happy to be a part of it and happy you're here with us.
Thank you very much. His name is Rob Murphy. He's the president and general manager of Motor City Cruise and a native Detroiter. Thanks so much, Murph. Appreciate your time. We'll catch up soon.
Thanks for having me, Chad.
You bet.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Trouble? Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
And go.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. My name is Chad Bush. He is Sam Stick Day. Hope you enjoyed the talk with General Manager, President of the Motor City Cruise, Rob Murphy. Halftime, and the Herd are up 67-61. Stick, a lot of action in the first half. And what stood out to you?
Saban Lee stood out to me. I mean, dropping 21 in the first half is huge, especially at the end when the Crews, I almost called them the Pistons, when the Crews really needed him to keep them into that game. And then you're watching some of these highlights. Tucker, it was just tough to stop the entire game. He's a big physical guy. You can see he's built. And then you get a nice pick here by Savitas. He was able to take it down and for the layup. So some good defense. You saw some good transition defense for the Crews. But beyond the arc, I mean, the Herd has just been almost unreal, 58.8%. It's down from the 64 we were talking about mid-second quarter, so that's good.
Yep.
But, man, then you got a big block. Love seeing Diallo in the game. I like the way his game is progressing. Saban Lee with a little pickpocket action right there. I mean, there's been plenty of highlights for the Crews. They've been playing well in the first half, and then that monster dunk by Diallo. My goodness, but here we go. Second half is underway.
All right, here we go. It's Herd basketball. Waters with it. Waters in the first half wasn't as loud as he was in the first quarter. That one, though, the runner misses. Distracted, perhaps, by Mr. Pickett.
Yeah, that long arm of the law, you're trying to get it over, and it's tough, man. Pickett did great on defense.
Moves those feet well, a lot of length. Savitas back to Saban, around a screen, a little hezzy. Drop back, Savitas, 4-3, got it.
Nice quick release. We better pay attention on defense, though.
Gabriel loops it up, no, got his own miss, tapped it home, and the foul.
Yeah, you can't be too happy when you make that three-point shot. You still got to run down the court and play defense. It was a good quick release by Savitas on that, so I want to acknowledge that shot first, but then getting back on defense is obviously crucial.
So, shot coming up. One shot for Mr. Gabriel, 5-point game. Herd on top, 11-11 to go. Make a wish. 70-64. Saban Lee has 21 points and another whistle. But he's doing it at really different levels. I mean, in his 19 minutes of play, 5 of 7 from downtown. I mean, you know, Saban Lee, we talk about it. Trayvon Palmer, efficient shooting from downtown. And this is what you want to see from guys that can do different things. Palmer down low. And Lee can do it with the dribble drive or that three. And we saw the defense fooled by him so many times. He's crafty, isn't he?
Saban Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you saw him leave him alone, which is a cardinal sin at this point. If you're playing the Crews, you cannot leave Saban Lee alone.
5 triples, as you see there, 21 points. Saban has it high in the right in front of that Say restaurant. Cuts to the hoop, nothing home. Palmer kicks it into the front row and almost took off Seth Ellenson's head.
Yeah, that's another one of those unforced turnovers where it's just a misread of where the offensive player is going. But those are tough because the defense really didn't have to do anything to get you to turn over the ball.
Waters had it whacked from behind by Lee. And that'll dribble past Michael Kottmeyer, our brave cameraman on handheld today.
He's tough.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough spot, and he showed up wanting to play that position tonight. You got to love a guy like that. Gabriel down low at the arc. Missed it, got his own miss, layup, no, but a foul.
Well, clearly that's a point of interest for the Herd coming out of the second half is they want to pound the ball down low to big number 32. And he's done a good job of dominating. He's big, he's physical, he's strong, he's fast. He just can't seem to put it together all at the same time. I like the physical defense by number 4, Jalen Johnson, on him, but at the end of the day, you got to get that rebound. You got to secure that first miss because this big guy's just going to keep going at it. He's ruthless.
Wenyen Gabriel.
I love the Cruise mascot jumping behind the basket, trying to distract him.
Yeah, that's Cruz down there. He's got a different name. His name is Turbo. Turbo. I dig him. They did a nice job with him.
Yeah, they gave him the Sonic the Hedgehog hair.
We had Rob Murphy at halftime today. We had DJ Baker at halftime yesterday. I mean, the only thing that could really surpass those two is Turbo.
Okay, we'll try to get him for next game.
Can you try to get Turbo?
Yeah, we can secure that.
All right, Alex Westfall can get anybody. Gabriel with it, high on the left. They ask him to take a dead spot left 3, and he obliges and triples and gives the Herd a double-digit lead. 10:07 to go.
I mean, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Everybody's knocking down three-pointers for the Herd. Like I said in the first half, it seems like everybody's got the green light.
Saban sets up Diallo. Pickett fell down, pulled the chair out, and it worked.
Yeah, Diallo could have taken his time once he was on the ground and just put that in easy. He kind of rushed his shot.
Crafty defensive play. Savitas with some sticky hands. Maintains possession. 3-on-2. DeVitas down the boulevard with a lay-in.
And we've seen that a couple times out of the Herd with the big men bringing the ball up the court. They're not stopping the ball, and that's the first thing you should do whenever you're playing defense on a fast break. Stop the ball. Stop the ball.
Waters knocks home another triple.
What do you got to do to get these guys to miss?
Cover them up.
Yeah, I guess. Better than you are.
But I'll be honest, you can cover them up all day. These guys are making them. There has been a lot of coverage. Check Diallo says, I'll make it the second time. Banks it home.
They missed the goaltend, so he had to put it in naturally.
That's right. Says, I don't need your help. Waters gets Saban Lee behind him. Check with a nice play. Saban with a run out. And a reverse right-hand lay-in off of Laurier.
Beautiful basketball right there. When you're on the fast break, you got the guy trailing you. You keep him on your right side. Use the left side of the rim to help protect you. So it's impossible to block the shot if you do that.
Witty young lad. Trey from the right point to the left point. To Laurier. Pull up. 3. Yeah, you guessed it. Wow. To an 11-point bump with 8.5 to go in the third. Man, the threes have just continued to rain on this Friday night in Midtown Detroit. Glad you're with us. 81-70 Herd. 3, and the answer for Saban.
These guys are shooting the lights out tonight.
You weren't lying when you said the circumferences have increased. Another 3 by Trajan in the Herd. 84-73.
And that didn't even touch the rim. That was like a pure 3 shot. And I looked up during the half if Tucker was related to P.J. Tucker. I could not find anything, even though to me they look almost identical in body structure.
We'll get on that.
Yeah, I tried. I Googled it. I could not find it.
We'll take a timeout. 8:05 left for Midtown Detroit. In the third quarter, 3 balls raining heavy on this Friday night. This is the prep.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
And going out.
So the difference is in the two leagues, both leagues, the G League and the NBA, both have 4 quarters, both have 12 minutes per quarter. Overtime is different. NBA is a 5-minute overtime. G League is 2. Shot clock, both 24 seconds. Court size, the same. Timeout, 7 in the G League, 6 in the NBA. So not a whole lot of differences there, but there's other differences, and mainly it's the free throws. And Stick has talked about that. 1 free throw during the first 46 minutes, so otherwise known as everything but inside 2 minutes left in the game, you're going to have just 1 free throw.
Yep, whether it's for 2 or 3 points, depending on where you were fouled. That's what that 1 free throw represents.
Saban Lee high on the right against Cunliffe, crosses him over, goes down the boulevard, kick out pass for Jones for 3, no. Here comes Gabriel. And the Herd up by 11. He wheels into the lane. Back out to Gilmore. LeCue for 3, and that's off the mark. Great hustle by Gabriel, who somehow saved it off of Saban. And his teammates are going to come up and say, hey, you deserve a little help.
Yeah, Gabriel's been active, and that was a great defensive play right there, throwing it off Saban Lee, because that was the one rare three-pointer that the Herd misses, and they don't get the rebound. So they got another chance to get it right here.
Gabriel, 11 points last night.
This is a fun matchup to watch, 1-on-1. Oh, okay, they passed it out. Gets it back to
Gabriel, and he is pushed and busted by Claire Aubrey, who got the push off on Pickett. The Pickett push, easy for me to say.
There you go.
The Pickett push off. Say that twice. People say 5 times. I can't even say it twice. Jamario Jones returns to the lineup.
The Herd just got a lot smaller, though, with Gabriel leaving the game. Now is the time that the Crews have to abuse them in the middle like they were doing earlier with Diallo and Pickett.
Again, no Derek Walton tonight. He remains out with hamstring tightness for the Crews. He's been a big part of their success, putting up 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 dimes. Bucket back the other way. Crews full steam ahead. And an offensive foul here on Palmer, I believe.
That was a very late whistle. And she waited till the pass was done, the shot was up, then she decided to call that a charge. I don't know if you got to call this or not. Kind of let that go.
Might have been before. That could, unless he got a hand out of the way. Yeah, interesting one. The former Tiger from LSU, Waters with it. Trey being checked by Tark. His step back triple, no, but the tip back is good. And Jamario Jones gets the credit. His first points in this series, scoreless last night, and 8.5 minutes played. Whistle down low, maybe a makeup call here. Waters gets the foul. He's picked up his 3rd. Nobody really in foul trouble either way. The Crews are shooting in this game 50% from the floor, 44% from downtown. Crews basketball down by 13 points. Kind of a dangerous spot here. Lee trying to lead them back. Jones into the paint. Back to Pickett, finger roll, no, free throw coming. The foul is going to go on Wigington.
Pickett has such a quick jump, a quick leap. He's able to get above his defenders. And there's a couple times this game he's been able to get in the lane and get this shot off. He just hasn't been able to convert on it. It's that nice little finger roll that he's trying to get it into the rim. But if he can perfect that, that is going to be a dangerous weapon for him.
You like his aggressiveness in that first step, and he's just not afraid. And the only thing you look at and everything to like, he could probably put on some weight, but that's why he's in the G League, right? I mean,
yeah,
pumping him full of Woodbridge food. Dump down low to Gilmore. That one's off his fingertips. Here come the Crews, down by 11. This seems the time to make a move.
It's got to be the time to make a move. You got to pick it soon because you know the Herd is going to continue to score.
Lee down the lane, and he throws it through. Here come the Crews. They've cut it to 9.
There you go. That is a nice response.
Using that 3-point as a threat before he bounced it. Gilmore in a crowded corner. Nowhere to go. Threw it up. Sloppy play. Palmer picks it. 3-on-1. Jones, pocket right. 3 on the way. Splash City. 86-80. And with 6 to go in Detroit in the third, the Crews on a run. They've cut this lead in half.
Yeah, Palmer had options on that fast break, too. I thought he had an easier play to pass it to his left for a layup, but he elected to throw it into the corner for a three-pointer, and they converted on it. Why not? Tonight, when all the three-pointers are going, forget going for the layups. Just keep shooting threes on both sides.
Still raining threes on this Friday night. We're having fun in the Wayne State Fieldhouse, otherwise known as the Fun House. We're back just a moment down here on the Prep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Nice Friday night here in Detroit. We're in Midtown. Come on down. It's not too late. 6:03 left in the third. 6:01 rather. And the Crews have made a run, Stick. How so?
By converting on three-pointers and playing better defense. That's the thing that they really need to focus on. I mean, scoring is easy in this game right now. So anybody who's going to step up and play defense, which is all effort-based, they're going to end up winning this ball game.
All right. Buckle up. Crews about to rev it up. Sticky hands there. Crews with high and sticky hands tonight. Cutting down on lanes. Cunliffe to trigger. Wigington cut off at the mid-post, forces it up. Couldn't get it to go. And off of Gilmore. Pickett and Jones pester him. And we might have, delay game was getting close. Things getting chippy, partner.
Yeah, Pickett and number one are running their mouths a little bit against each other. Yeah, but Pickett, a great defensive on possession right there. Sorry, couldn't get that out. But not only did he lock down a point guard, he was able to get the rebound and get it off the herd. So good possession by him.
Lee cut off at the free throw line, gave it away. LeCue on the run. And we got a block coming up, 2 shots. LeCue comes up, Gimpy hopping down into that corner. And free throws coming. Hurt by 6, 86-80. Crews trying to get back into the winning side. Won the opener last Saturday night.
In big fashion.
Big time fashion. Saban Lee at 42 points. 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, all in 35 minutes of work. But that was a great team effort as well. Other fellows involved, of course, Walton and Garza. And both those guys not options in this series.
Yeah, Luka's playing tonight with the Pistons in Cleveland.
Is that where they're at?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jones, dead spot right for 3, and he bangs it in. Lead is cut in half. Here come the Crews with 5 to go.
Well, the halftime adjustments that Coach Baker made have definitely paid off because they've been able to close the gap, get it within 3 here before the end of the third quarter. They just got to keep applying pressure and doing what they're doing.
Free ball, Cunliffe in front of his own bench. It's an air biscuit. And here comes Jones and the Crews. Up to Palmer. Behind the back. Back to Jones. Top of key 3. Short. Tark with the offensive rebound nearly. That would have been big. Cunliffe, corner 3, long. Saban Lee wins out. Crews with a chance to tie it.
You gotta love saving Lee. Like he is in almost every single play, getting his hand on the ball, getting big rebounds.
Pickett for the tie.
That would have been a big shot for Pickett.
Little show and go in the corner. Dump pass down low and a turnover. And the Crews again with a chance to come back. They have trailed in this game by as big as 12 points. Have the Crews, and they could tie it here with the triple.
Yeah, what we're seeing is that the Herd's actually starting to miss a couple three-pointers, which it's got to be great for the Crews to think that, okay, these guys can actually miss.
The numbers starting to level out, and the laws of average coming true. Triple threat position for Saban. He'll attack the 10, lay it in. And the baseline fans getting into it and feeling it too.
Yeah, even the fans behind the bench too.
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Energy level rising. Turbo turning it up across the way. 3-ball missed, offensive rebound, Larrier. And another chance. And Wigington missed it again. Might have been a deflection.
That was just a great job by Pickett once again, going straight up, not trying to block the shot.
And he ends it here with a lay-in. And the Crews have taken the lead, 87-86, with a steal and a score.
Defense to offense.
No doubt, LeCue on the UAW sign at center circle.
And look at the entire Crews bench right now, all on their feet. They're in this game.
Yep, love to see that, creating their own energy. Short corner right jumper, and the living right roll clicks through, and the Herd regain it. They're up 1.
This turned into an intense ball game here in the third quarter.
Yep. Stick around for the fourth. Saban crossing over down the boulevard. Contact, no call, lost it. Herd the other way, Cunliffe slam, and a 3-point lead now for Wisconsin Herd.
There's got to be a call on this end, whether it was charging or something. There was clearly contact of some sort. It has to go on somebody.
Fair. Saban in front of DJ Baker as coach. Across the way, jump shot short. That's for a reason. Jamario Jones got him on the elbow. And the Crews fans in the right baseline giving it to the road team.
And that's an NBA move right there by Pickett. I mean, if somebody's got their hands out, he was able to do kind of like the Kobe sweep through and catch them in that foul shot. And I am loving the way Pickett plays this game tonight. He has shown me everything. He showed me inside, he showed me outside, he showed me defense, he showed me rebounds, and now just there, showing me smarts.
Yep.
Not just athleticism, he's thinking the game too.
Yep, good point. The energy level's high too.
And he can make free throws.
He can make free throws. Crews have cut it to 1, 90-89. 2 minutes left in the third. Glad you're with us. What a great Friday night from the field house. Lob, short corner left. Gabriel backing his man down. Tark not giving up anything. Herd giving up the rock. Saban Lee lost it. Tucker the other way, laying good. And that's a 4-point swing, partner. Put an asterisk next to that one. A lot of time left. It's a tough transition.
Oh, that was huge because you had Pickett wide open running down the court. That was going to be a dunk, and this crowd was going to go insane.
Yep. Pat Bush, Pat the Stat, I know is getting excited behind us. There's a steal. Herd 3-on-2. Pull up topside 3. Larrier no. And a foul on the Herd. Loose ball variety. So that's going back the other way. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us on the home of Motor City Crews basketball. We're the Prep. We're back with you in a couple of weeks on the 27th. That's the next time we will be back on it.
Yeah, you like this Crews' home schedule. It's spread out. It's nice. You can come to a game, get a little break, come back to a game a couple weeks later. I really like the way they have the G League set up.
I do too. The back-to-backs are fun. Palmer's rejected by Gabriel, and the ball's going to go back to Wisconsin.
And the Pistons are flirting with this 3-point lead right now. They really got to take it over. Did I say the Pistons again?
Yeah,
I'm
don't
sorry,
worry.
the Crews.
Derry did it twice.
Okay.
I think you've done it twice.
Yeah.
And so now whoever does it the third time, now you're okay. Just don't do it a third.
Just don't do it.
And you'll be the same as Derry. He had 2 as well. 2 mulligans, a breakfast ball and a lunch ball. Are you a golfer?
I am. Not a good golfer, but I golf.
Oh, no, we just need to golf. I don't care if you're good. I hope you're bad so I can beat you, because you need to be bad for me to beat you. I am an awful one. There's a sideline turnover, and that has to do with the Pistons' relentless pursuit of defensive excellence across the way.
I love how you put that. Yeah, Tark on that play used his big body, got in front, and he was able to bounce him off out of bounds. So great defense, and that's what's really kept them in and got them back in this game in this third quarter.
So here we go. Chance to tie it with a triple. It's been all heard in the lead. Topside lead, and he got the tie. You asked for it, you get it. We're tied at 92. Saban continuing to be super. Waters with the answer, just like that.
I mean, Saban Lee kind of stared down Waters after he hit that 3. The Waters comes right back down and nails it right in his face. You love that back and forth.
Oh boy, the rivalry's heating up. There's going to be rivalries in this league. Saban Lee step back 3. That would have brought the house down. No. Loose ball foul on Palmer. Good hustle, though. Those are fouls you can live with if you're DJ Baker, can't you?
Yeah, all day long. You want that type of effort. And honestly, I don't even know if that was truly a foul, but either way, yeah, you love that. Those are the aggressive fouls I'll take, just like the turnovers. I'll take aggressive turnovers. I don't like the unforced ones that are just easy passes that should be made.
This is a facility that cost $25 million here at on the Wayne State campus, the corner.
You can tell.
Of Warren and Trumbull, and a fine job by the folks at Wayne State, led by Rob Fournier, their fine athletic director. Tom Gores, the president of the Pistons. Of course, Troy Weaver, the president and general manager of the Pistons. And Rob Murphy, who we talked to at halftime, the president GM of the Crews. Right wing Palmer, 4-3, and he got it with 2 seconds to go. 97-95 as time winds down. Tucker's toss is too tall. 4 fingers in the air. Let's head to the 4th in Detroit on a Friday night. Don't you go anywhere. This is the Prep.
Let's go, t-shirt time. Who needs these t-shirts?
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Wayne State Fieldhouse. My name is Chad Bush. His name is Sam Stick Day. Glad to have him along all season long on color commentary, along with some other friends of mine and yours. Glad to be with you. Let's get you updated on some numbers. The numbers say this: Herd are up 97-95. You dive deep into the three-pointers, and you thought they'd come back down to the life stick, and certainly the Herd have. They're just 15 of 28 just after they were hovering around 70% for forever. And you look at the three-point numbers, but that doesn't tell it all. There's other things on here that stick out to you.
Yeah, you love the 17 assists for the Crews. You know, they had 20 last game, and clearly, or hopefully, they eclipsed that number. They're well on pace to do that. So for the Crews, you got to keep the ball moving, and yeah, keep that three-point percentage going downwards. They cut it by, 11% in that third quarter, so that's a huge difference.
Sure is. Saban Lee has matched his point total from last night in just 3 quarters of play. He has 33 points heading into the fourth. He had 33 last night in 39 and a half minutes played. So far tonight, he's only played 31. Watch out. 42 is season high. He did that in Cleveland last Saturday. Pickett left wing in front of his bench, and he shines near the pine. And the Crews take their first lead, 98-97, since back in the first half.
Do they sell Pickett jerseys over there in the store?
They might. They might by the 27th. They're
pick
on
one
order.
up on the way out.
Tucker with a floater that fills. And the Herd back on top. Who will get to 100 first? 11:23 to go. Jones back to Savitas. Dead spot right. The southpaw for 3. Splash City.
Now, if he starts heating up, it is going to be a different ball game. He really hasn't had a huge impact, and we focused on him at the beginning of the game as a guy that we were expecting to.
Just his second three-pointer of the night. He now has 10 points, but the Herd wasting no time as they drill their 16th three-pointer of the night. They're still plus 50% from downtown. Servitas behind the back, right corner. Jones for 3, short. Herd by 1. Jones is fouled before the shot. Don't know if Claire Aubrey's going to give him a shot.
No, it's out of bounds on the sideline.
Very nice.
I feel like Waters has unlimited range. That last three-pointer that he nailed was at least 4 or 5 feet beyond the arc.
He has serious range, and he's a guy this year that came in shooting 58% on the night. 7 of 12 on the year coming into tonight. Gabriel from the left block. Boy, is he an explosive, exciting player from the baseline and the low block. Jones around a screen, somehow sneaks up a shot. Offensive rebound. Here comes Pickett. Shot up, no good.
Now watch Waters. He will pull up.
Waters drops it down to Jones. Little two-man game here. Falls down, gets back up. Poked away, though, by your boy Pickett. 3-on-2. Flip up, no. Pickett there. Out of bounds. Crews will keep it. Baseline right, it appears.
And I know I keep going back to it, but Pickett is impressing me almost every time down the court, whether it's defensively or offensively. He's in the game, he's involved, he's getting stops, he's getting blocks. Like, look at it, he's guarding a point guard and was able to poke it away with his quickness of his hands. That's special for a guy his size.
Yep. 10 steals on the night for the Crews, by the way. Just double the amount their opponent has. Saban Lee around a screen, right of the lane, right block. The give back to Pickett, who lost it. Little too much there, 3-on-1. Back to LeCue with a little bit of lead. He's got a little bounce, and the bunny's starting to show out in Motown. Steal the other way as Gabriel flies into the Crews bench, and assistant coach Xavier Silas, the former Northern Illinois Husky. And what do we have here?
He had a foul on Pickett. It was actually a good foul. He had to stop that fast break from happening, but it's looking like they're giving him a clear path foul on this.
That's his third foul. Fouls trouble-wise in this game. There's just one guy that has it. It's called foulitis. It's Trayvon Palmer. Free throw is up and good. Tucker just seems to get everything to float down. Cunliffe checks in. Tucker's dinged up. That could be a good sign for the Crews. We hope he's okay long term, but the Crews wouldn't mind if he sits down for the next 9:40. It's been a big night for Tucker. .22 points to lead the way for the road team.
Yeah, Tucker's a tough cover, man. We saw it earlier in the game.
Johnson back in. He distracts the Gabriel shot. A little bit of bigger body on him, a different look stick, and it works.
Yeah, they've been swapping between putting Diallo on him. Now Johnson's covering him.
Palmer for 3. Crews don't want this thing to get too much further away. Cunliffe for 3, no. Saban waits for his teammates. Crossover, back to Pickett. Pickett down the avenue, dump pass to J.J. down. 107-103. Crews got it to 4 with 9 to go.
Oh, and just added he can make assists, too, to his repertoire. I'm telling you, man, I'm loving this kid's game.
20 dimes in the night for the Crews. This is an unselfish, cohesive roster. And a foul on the left baseline.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson did not agree with that foul. He thought he got all ball, and it went off the Herd. Let's see if we can get this on a replay. Ooh, looked like there was a lot of ball on that and off the leg. But, you know, when you get beat that badly on defense, it doesn't really benefit you to get that call.
You said it. Matt Balcom in the house and family. Good to see them, the former Eastern Michigan star. Down to see the president and general manager, Rob Murphy. Looks like he could still get on the court. They need to get you out here. 109-103, Herd on top by 6, 8:40 left. Saban Lee on the far sideline. Topside Johnson. Round a screen. Pickett with a show and go. Floater in the lane, got it. He's got it going tonight. You called it early. He hasn't disappointed.
Well, you'd love to see the Crews go on a run and start putting this game away right now, because if it gets down to the wire, you know these guys can shoot and these guys can stay in the game. So start putting your stamp on the game, take the lead, and don't give it back.
Hot potato here. LeCue somehow saves. Cross to Cunliffe. Crossover. Travel, no call. Waters for 3, no. But the tap back. And who's going to win this thing? Ooh.
That was a big possession, too, a hustle possession. You would have liked to see Saban Lee dive for that or get on the ground for it. You know, we want to see that all-out effort, especially when we're getting close to crunch time here in the game.
You bet.
Not that Saban Lee's done enough tonight.
No, he's headed to 40. He's on his way, but the Crews want a victory. Gilmore gets it ripped out. Savita's chasing him around like a cat in his tail, and Gilmore lays it in. 6-point Herd lead, 7.5 left, plenty of time. Saban Lee in control. Coast up, down, and threw it in the corner. A rare mistake for Saban. Thought Palmer was going to hang out in that right corner perch.
Yeah, I thought he could have drawn the easy foul when he had his defender up in the air there. And that's just something that over time I think Saban Lee will pick up a little bit more. Once he's got that guy in the air, just get the contact and get to the line.
Yep. Livingston high off the window, scores it, and the foul.
Speaking of getting the contact and getting to the line, that was a tough shot. He earned every bit of that.
So,
got a chance to push it to 10 here, just like that, too, with the Herd.
These points add up quickly, don't they, with these free throws that equate 2 points?
Yeah.
Most times.
Yeah, but the Herd was just down 1. Now all of a sudden they're up 10.
Yeah. 114, 105, 7:17 left. Crews were down 15 last night, and the Herd were able to come back. Tonight, the Herd have been up double digits. Their largest lead was 13 points. The Crews regained the lead a few moments ago, but momentum's changed.
Yeah, momentum has changed, and Saban Lee, I think, is feeling that, and that's why he was able to take over that possession and get to the line. And it's similar to what he could have done on the last possession. He got by his defender, got him in an awkward position, was able to create the contact and get to the line.
Saban Lee, a guy that was drafted 38th overall by the Jazz in 2020. And a guy that's played 48 games in the NBA, 5.5-point average, a couple assists, 3.5 steals. A guy that was acquired from the Jazz along with Tony Bradley in exchange for cash. There's another 3, and the Herd have now pushed it to a 10-point bump with 6:47 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, you were talking about Saban Lee and just his role with the Pistons. Last year, you know, when he got on the court, he looked really comfortable, and he looked like he could play up there. And like we discussed earlier in the game, the only reason he's not on the Pistons roster right now is a guy named Cade Cunningham and a guy named Killian Hayes that they're looking to invest a lot of NBA minutes into. But you could tell he's heads and tails above any point guard that he's faced. I mean, obviously the point guards and the guards for the Herd have been able to shoot and make big shots. But outside of that, they're not quite the playmaker that Saban Lee is. They're not quite the floor general that he is.
We'll keep it right here with 6:37 to go in the fourth quarter. We talked about Saban Lee, and you don't want to overlook the fact that his father is Amp Lee, the former All-American running back at Florida State, also played 9 seasons in the NFL.
Wow, I did not know that. That's awesome. I used to love Amp Lee.
I mean, you know, his dad was an All-American running back at Florida State, and his mom was a lawyer, has her law degree from Vanderbilt. No big deal. Some good bloodlines. Saban Lee, the star so far for the Crews this season, and his numbers continue to pile up. We want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Woodbridge Pub, located just across the way. They're open late. Their food is absolutely killer. You're going to love it. Check them out at 5169 Trumbull in Detroit. It's just around the corner.
So what you're saying is we're going after the game?
We are going there after the game.
All right.
You're locked in.
I am bellying up to the bar.
I'll tell Tiffany if I have to. You're not going anywhere, buddy. We're sticking around. We're going to support Woodbridge Pub, and you should too. They've got all the best, delicious desserts, but they're known for their meals, late night food. They're ready. Woodbridge Pub, go get them right after the game. And we had a great meal. What'd you have again? I'll give you another chance to answer this properly.
A salmon Caesar salad.
Oh, must be nice.
It was delicious.
Enjoy your drive back to Birmingham tonight.
No, but honestly, it was delicious food. Like, it was one of my favorite Caesar salads I've had in a long time.
You did a great job. I had an Italian sub, for lack of the exact term, and it was fabulous. Got a side of mayo. Didn't need that, but
but I ate it anyway.
But I did. I'm fat. Ooh. Lee has it blocked. Going to the rim. Cunliffe with it the other way, right to left. Rocks that left baseline. Dumps it left corner. LeCue with it. On the deck, off his toe. He had a size 12 instead of 13. That's not a turnover. Pickett with it.
I mean, obviously the Crews is going to go through Saban Lee, but I'd love to see Servetus get involved too.
Rip and drive, Saban, no. 3-on-1 the other way. Herd, and the pass through the arms of Gilmore. Lee, 2-on-1. Whip pass down to Johnson. Reverse lay in good. Patient pays off there.
And let's give it up to Pickett for stopping a 3-on-1 fast break and finding the outlet.
Pickett, the Georgetown product. A guy who's from the D.C. area. Went to Eastern High School in the nation's capital. 5:30 left. 8-point lead. Herd, LeCue missed it. Short runner, ball loose, off of Wisconsin.
Well, now, if you're the Crews, obviously, like we've been talking about, they just can't seem to get over the hump of this Herd team. They tied it up. They went ahead by 1 point, and then all of a sudden they were down by 10 again. You got an opportunity here to cut it to 5. You know, this is the time you really need to focus and get a good possession.
Right on. Lee back to Servetus.
I like the pick and roll action, getting Servetus involved.
Yep. At the free throw line, patient turnaround, banger goes. 117-111, and the Lithuanian gives a lift to the home team.
But give all the credit to Coach Baker on that. You know, we were talking about how to get him involved. He's got to get going. So you put him up top in a pick and roll and let him make the play, and it worked out.
Servetus had a career-high 6 assists in the NBA back in 17. Delorier back in, and he makes a quick statement stick. It's back to an 8-point game, 4.5 left.
And they just could not get the big stop when they need it.
Pickett bouncer to Servetus, and that wasn't there. Turnover.
Yeah, whenever you're passing the ball to a big man, it's always tough when you're delivering it low. That's the problem with that bounce pass right there. If he puts that up high, Servetus is able to keep it up high and get the layup potentially, but because it was a low bounce pass, he has to reach down low for it, and big men do not like doing that.
No, sir. You were a big man back in the day.
I was till everybody hit their growth spurt.
Oh, come on. You're 6'4".
Yeah, that's not a big man for these standards, though.
No, but in high school, it was a big man role.
Yeah.
What a big man was. Gabriel down the avenue, and that was too easy. Hot knife through butter. And this is back to a 10-point lead.
Gabriel has such long strides when he gets in that lane.
Pickett. Rolls it up off the glass. No check. Lays it in. And, boy, he calls for that offensive foul. He calls for that hoop and a harm quite often, doesn't he?
He likes to put his hands up like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I like that move by Pickett. He had his man. Who is this a foul on?
I think Jones got caught in a bad spot, but there was no real bad intent there.
No, I think Waters just ran into the back of Diallo and fell down.
Yeah, you might be right there. Waters line left now to make this a 10-point lead.
How is that a foul?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
tough call.
Play that again if we can. I want to see how ridiculous that was a second time.
Take it easy, big fella.
Well, he just ran into him.
I know. You're right. I just, it's game one for you. I don't want you to, it's night one. I want you to be okay. Worried about you. We need you all season. Lee, down the lane, kick out, 3-ball, Jones. No, that would have helped. Run out, Rajon, got it.
Wow, what athleticism on that layup. That was like a shot in pig. Like, try this one.
Oh, man. 3:24 left. The Herd trying to take advantage of a Luka Garzaless team. Garzilla gone. He got promoted to the Pistons this morning. Rob Murphy made the call, told him the good news, and he's on a birdie to Cleveland.
Yeah, him and his dad, Frank.
They probably traveled together, I assume.
No, I saw Frank's Twitter. He's at the game with Luka.
Yes, he was here last night. Frank's worldwide. He hasn't missed, I don't think, his son's game ever. Dead spot right. Lee for 3, and it's through. And a push after, and a timeout, and a concerned bench boss across the way for the Herd and Chason Allen. Saban Lee now with 38 points after he bangs home his 8th triple in this game. That's 8. That's Ocho.
Well, that's a big three-pointer. It gets them at least within striking distance, but they really got to get the defensive stops. That is going to be the main thing for them coming out of this timeout is can they get the defensive stop?
We'll keep it right here with 3:10 to go. The Crews have cut it to a 7-point deficit. They've trailed by as many as 13 in the game. And Crews have led by as many as 6, but most of that was back in the first half. Herd outscored the Crews by 3, 35-32 in the first. As we take a look at the next 6 games coming up, and the next 4 are on the road, as the Crews will hit the road to the Windy City and go to Chicago to take on the Windy City Bulls back-to-back next midweek, 17th, 18th. And then to Grand Rapids, a town that loves my partner, Sam Stickday.
Yeah, had a
You're
great
big
time.
in GR.
Yeah, I worked for some radio stations while I was out there and had a good time.
23rd and 24th against the Grand Rapids Gold. That is the Denver Nuggets organization. Of course, the Detroit Pistons were tied with that organization last year in the years to follow. A lot of folks thought, well, this is the new Gold team.
Right.
The
No,
Crews.
they did not move.
It's not. This is an expansion franchise. And this is a franchise that was formerly the Long Beach Jam back in 2003. And then changed, and they went up to the Bakersfield Jam in 2006. And after about 10 years, they said, let's go to Arizona. Let's go to Prescott Valley. And so in 2016, it was the Northern Arizona Suns.
The Arizonians pronounce it Prescott.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I know. I had to learn it too.
All right. And then Motor City Crews. And what an organization and what a great start with the franchise's win last Saturday. Down now by 7 with 2:56 left. But, yeah, this franchise, led by Rob Murphy as the president and GM and the head coach DJ Baker in its first year in the G League. Exciting times here in Detroit. Gabriel might have traveled, doesn't matter. Lee forces the flip over. On the run, quick ahead to Pickett. 4-3, Splash City.
And he turns and stares down his defender. So Pickett is feeling it tonight. Whatever he did pregame, do it again next game.
I like it. Let's find out. Pickett was 16 in the game. Oof. Mid-range shot is down.
And a smart play by Waters there, too, keeping his defender on his back. And then as soon as he felt the pressure release, he was able to dart into the lane for a nice floater.
Yep. Possession starting to get limited here. Crews down by 7. Saban sinks it. And I believe that gives him 40. Saban Lee, with 2 minutes left, has cut the lead to 5. Waters with the basketball. Working on Jones. Around a screen. Corner kick out. Covered up quickly. Short corner right jumper. Long. Here come the Crews.
All right, this is a huge possession for the Crews. To cut this to a one-possession game right now is massive.
Saban pull up. 4-2 in the tie. Or excuse me, not the tie. But for 2 in the tie of his career high.
There you go.
With 90 seconds left. Doesn't matter, it's off the mark. And it's hurt basketball.
That's tough. The guy's shooting 72% on the night. You need that shot right there.
Yep. A lot of time left. Crews have cut it to 5. Hurd, who've been led all night by Rajon Tucker. Waters here, headed, swatted by Check. Pickett on the run. Some fancy dribbling, and he got him in trouble. Rajon ahead to Waters, layup, good. Big man get a little too comfortable with that pill. Fastly into the front court. Dump down low, no look pass to Check, and he lays it in. What a great look from Palmer.
All right, let's see some slapping the floor on defense right now. You need this stop.
50 seconds left, you sure do. 5-point lead for the Herd. Crews need a stop. 10 in the shot clock, 45 in the game clock.
You got Coach Baker at half court putting his hands out, telling him to play D.
Rajon Tucker, top side. Wigington, floater in the paint, and he got it at the buzzer of the shot clock. 129, 127, timeout in Detroit. We'll take it with them. You're watching Motor City Crews basketball on the Prep.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today.
Saban Lee with the basketball. Step back 3. No. That would have been big. Tough shot, Stick.
Yeah, would have cut the lead to 4.
Tried to foul, did Palmer. Cunliffe in the corner. The walk-on. He came in and made it out of tryouts. He made the Herd, came in.
That's awesome.
And tried out.
I was thinking about going to the Crews tryout.
Well, hey, like Cunliffe, you could have walked in and made the team. I told you had some big man game. You didn't believe me.
No, I mean, when they held that open tryout, I thought that was awesome for the city because, you know, we got
Sure.
some good ballers here in Detroit that play on the street. I used to play down at Irma Henderson Park, and there's some good people in this city that know how to play basketball. So it's neat that they even offered that.
Very cool. Excuse me, where did you play?
Irma Henderson Park.
Where is that? That sounds familiar.
It's by Belle Isle.
Okay.
I used to live in the Jeffersonian right there, and
Oh, look at
I would
you.
go down and play.
All right. Very cool. Very cool.
Good runs down there always.
I bet. Herder up by a 9, 131-122, and are looking in prime position to walk out of Wayne State Fieldhouse with a sweep before they head back to Cream City. The pass is tipped away. Of course, their big league club won the world title last year.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
You got this guy named Giannis. He's pretty good.
I've heard.
My goodness, is
He's got a brother too, doesn't he?
Yeah, they do.
Jones near sideline. Cross court to Lee, looking for that career high. He would get it here with a 3. No. Check Diallo, no. Reverse layup, good. All right, don't go anywhere. 131-124, free throw coming, and it would cut it to a 2-possession game with 10.7 to go.
I've seen crazier things happen in a basketball game. Can you elect to make this one of those 3-point free throws? That would help.
I don't think that was one of the rules that
you should get one, right? You should get one that you could throw out there.
Jam Jan is in charge of G League rules. She's on our prep committee. And that free throw's missed. And time is going to wind down. DJ Baker not going to foul. And the Herd are going to win this thing by a touchdown in Motown. 131-124. The Wisconsin Herd come into Detroit and deflate a little bit of the fun in the Fieldhouse here this weekend, Stick. But hey, look, this franchise has shown enough to know that it's for real and it's here to stay, and this is worthwhile, this organization coming to check out.
Yeah, and it's already serving its purpose for what it's supposed to be, too, as a feeder for the Pistons. They've already sent up Luka Garza. You know, it's clear that Saban Lee has the skills to get up there. And after the display Pickett put on tonight, I wouldn't be surprised to see him move up at some point throughout the season.
Yeah.
I mean, if he continues to play like he did tonight and constantly improve, he's got every skill that you would want in an NBA player.
Indeed. We'll take a timeout and come back and give you all the final stats in this one. An impressive line for Saban Lee and the Crews, but not enough tonight, despite the comeback attempt and the lead in the fourth. The Crews fall to 1-2, and the Wisconsin Herd improved to 3-0. We'll come back with a wrap-up from the Wayne State Fieldhouse right after this.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Post-game show here on the Prep. Herd win it 131-124 over the Motor City Crews. And game number 3 on the year. The Crews now will have some time off before they head to the Windy City in 5 days to take on the Windy City Bulls. And we will not have coverage for you until the 27th. And a couple weeks against the Iowa Wolves. And we'll have the game for you 2 nights later as well. On the 29th against the Wolves, a game in between the back-to-backs. And so, hey, look, tonight the Crews fall 131-124. The stat lines, though, tell us that there's players here that continue to prove that they belong. Saban Lee goes for a 40-burger. That stands out off the charts. But it wasn't enough, and it's hard to beat a team that knocks home 17 three-pointers and shoots better than 50% from downtown, and that's just what the Wisconsin Herd did again tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about pregame. They needed to stop Wisconsin from being the perimeter team that they were in the first game. And, I mean, they're pretty close to identical numbers to what they were. Where they shoot 49% in the first game, 53% in the second game. And then, you look at the balanced scoring that came from the Herd. It was like that last game, too. They had 3 or 4 players with 20 points. This game, they had 6 players in double figures, as well as the Motor City Cruise. They also had 6 players in double figures, but a lot of our double figures were 12, 10, 16, 12. Their double figures were 24, 20, 27, 19. A little bit of a difference there. Overall, I mean, the Cruise, they didn't lack effort. They just could not get the stop when they needed it and get over that hump. And when they finally did late in the fourth quarter, they couldn't get the stop to keep it.
Yeah, no doubt. Well said. Jamarco Pickett gets a double-double in this game. That's the other highlight. 20 points and 12 boards for the native of D.C. and a guy that was the Big East All-Freshman team member a year ago and part of the Big East champions, Georgetown. He was a big part. He was impressive, and I know he's your player of the game.
Clearly. I mean, Saban Lee dropping 40. You could give it to Saban Lee every single game so far of the Cruise season. But outside of that, yeah, Pickett to me was the guy that stood out on both ends of the court. I mean, he was putting in work everywhere. He got the 20 points. He had the 9 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. He shot threes. He had an assist or 2, or actually 4 assists. So he filled up the stat sheet tonight. A steal. So a little bit of everything for him.
Highly efficient offensively for the Herd. Again, you talked about the three-pointers, but when you've got 3 guards working like you got Tucker and Wigington and Waters going, I mean, that machine's hard to stop, and they just had too much offensively tonight. And again, even the shootout and 19 three-pointers by the Motor City Cruise in 41 attempts, not enough tonight as the Herd get out of here with a perfect 3-0 record and move on to their next rodeo. And their next opponent is the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. And they will play next Friday night in Fort Wayne, followed up by a game on Sunday in Fort Wayne. Or excuse me, it's a home game. Home game on the 19th, home game on the 21st, and a nice 4-game set for the Wisconsin Herd.
I love that name, the Mad Ants. What a great name.
Yeah, Master P once played for the Mad Ants.
Yeah, don't sleep on Master P. He was a heck of a ball player. Looking at also some of these stats, a lot of similarities through both teams. You're looking at second chance points. The Herd had 11, the Cruise had 11. Fast break points, the Herd had 15, the Cruise had 15. 12 lead changes in the game. So overall, it was a pretty balanced game. But let's look at some highlights here in the second half. You got Servetus just kind of running the lane. We saw this twice out of big men for the Cruise this game. Now that middle of the lane was open. Saban Lee breaking them down here with the big right-handed dunk, and that was what got the crowd really into it. And then here you go, the Herd doing their thing.
Yeah, and it was part of that comeback for the Cruise. As they were down 13 in this game, made a push, and Tucker continued to be a pain in the neck all night, though, Stick.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Tucker. I mean, he was inside, he was outside. The only time they really got him to miss some shots was when he was shooting that mid-range shot, but 27 points on the night, and just a bully. Just a bully is what I would call him.
Well said. Saban Lee here finds Pickett, a guy that was really feeling it tonight, and a big part of the Cruise's future. And not enough. The Herd get out of here, but again, wins and losses important in the G League, but not everything. The development of the players and the things that have happened so far, even Luka Garza getting promoted to the Pistons, and we'll see that all season. Fun tonight. Enjoyed it. You did a great job.
Appreciate it. Had some fun.
Yeah, and our crew did a great job as well. Want to thank all of our crew tonight for doing a great job. Brian Bolesky back handling audio in the PPC control room. Adam Fuller on instant replay. Daniel Cole on graphics. Jamie Janssen, production assistant tonight, along with Evan Westfall, working hard back in the PPC control room. Your executive producer, technical director, and the Superman of the staff back in the PPC, Alex Westfall.
What would I do without Alex Westfall? I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to get a bracelet. WWW. What would we, Westfall? Pat Bush on stats. Pat the Stat working hard behind us. Tim Jetski doing a great job on audio, working hard all night. Mike Kottmeyer on camera 3 down in that baseline, the hardest working man in camera business in Detroit tonight, no doubt. Chase Kaufman, always solid, the versatile utility man. And Kyle Buchanan, what could we do without him at midcourt, leading our camera crew as the camera director in this first season of the Motor City Cruise. My partner is Sam Stick Day.
Hey, we're on the screen right there. Oh, they went away from us. All right, you didn't want to show us, Alex. That's fine. No, there we are.
Worthy of a couple seconds on camera.
Yeah, thank you.
Special thanks to you again, partner. Thank you very much. His name is Sam Stick Day. My name is Chad Bush. Special thanks to Rob Murphy for joining us at halftime. Time to say so long from Midtown Detroit. Your final score tonight, the Herd 131, the Cruise 124. We will talk to you on the 27th of November from right here in this beautiful Wayne State Fieldhouse. Until then, my name is Chad Bush, saying so long.